Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement for Season 3, Episode 3 of the sweeping historical drama Outlander, streaming now on Starz and Netflix. And I know it's been a bit since I've been here, and I did not mean to be away so long from Outlander. I threw Andor into my rotation. If you have not seen it yet, it is so far 4 episodes in, wonderful, thoroughly enjoying myself. And then I've had some technical difficulties with programs not importing, exporting. I got behind on things. So I'm hoping to catch up now. This week, back with Outlander. Where did we leave off? So Jamie, it's been 6 years in Jamie land, in Jamie's world. It's been 6 years since Culloden. Redcoat's been after him for a really long time in various forms. He has given himself up. So he's on his way to a prison of some sort where he may or may not be hung. I know he survives, but how he survives, no clue. What I found interesting about Claire's timeline is, funny thing was, as there's that end scene where she was she's saying goodnight to Frank, reaching for the light, and for some reason in my head, I had the thought of, oh yeah, 40s and 50s, they showed separate beds because they didn't want to make any sort of intonation that people had sex in the 40s and 50s on television. That would be fun if they had separate beds. And they had separate beds. Some sort of an agreement has come between the two of them. If it wasn't with Jamie, Claire is never going to get the marriage she wants. So she makes do with the marriage she has any way she has. So that's why I'm glad that, she's finding a purpose. Besides having Brianna, bring mom to Brianna, she's finding something else to fill her life with some sort of joy, because eventually Brianna's going to grow up and leave home. In there, she'll grow up, leave home, and then what will Claire have? A husband who she's with, and what? So the fact that she went in a time period where it was not encouraged at all to go and become a surgeon is great. And Mr. Joe Abernathy, though just the way he introduced himself, you have a feeling he's going to become important somehow, some way, which I have been told. Apparently he does. Ha 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 ha. So what's next for our people? I don't know. Does Claire cross through the stones now? I'm ready to find out. So it's getting colder here now. Hey, y'all. Also, those of you in Southern Florida, good luck. I hope you are doing okay. And then if you're not, you get back on your feet shortly. Yeah, kind of weird to throw that in there, but I am thinking of you. I know it feels weird, but I am thinking of you. So, yeah, let's just get to it. Oh, their little glassware looks so lovely. I love really good glassware.
Is that what I think it is?
It is. Full English breakfast.
Black pudding.
Oh, fingers off. Brianna came home from school the other day and asked for Eggo toaster waffles. So I've decided she needs more Englishness in her life.
Yeah, Eggo toaster waffles do not compare at all to a full English breakfast.
Maybe we could go see a film later. Joe said The Searchers is fantastic.
Oh my gosh, The Searchers. That's some lighthearted fare for you.
Go see Carousel.
No, that sounds...
Also lighthearted fare.
I've seen them both.
Oh, both, really?
Yes.
With who?
Oh,
So
no, I'm sorry.
we agreed we were free to...
No, of course.
God, I'll be glad to get back to civilization.
Then just leave. Just leave them alone.
Society will consist solely of conversation with your officers and one prisoner. You'll have heard of Red Jamie Fraser.
Of course.
He's the only Jacobite officer here and the only man we keep chained. Prisoners treat him as their chief. They call him McDougal.
So I missed it. How long has Jamie been in prison? I don't remember. And how many nicknames can he have?
Am I wrong?
No, Hayes, you're not wrong.
Is that forced perspective that he is that much taller than all the prisoners?
You've seen the new governor, then? Is that what the neepies were blithering about?
Who's talking?
Seems familiar. I cannot place him.
Murtaugh survived, sorta.
All the Mollies look alike.
They say the same about us.
They could tell well enough if they allowed us to wear our tartans.
I stuck that away.
He has it with him.
You know the punishment for having it.
Aye.
Carries himself well.
I'm taking it's the kid, right? John Gray?
The rats are growing uncommon bold.
Murtaugh's gonna die in this prison, isn't he?
Take the heads off. Mash the leaves. I learned the trick from.
I am Major John William Gray, the governor of this prison.
There are cats in the storerooms.
We'll fetch one up here at once. Are there many rats in the cells?
Great many.
If you will, Mackay, please ensure that each prison cell is provided with its own cat.
A lot of cats.
I don't think the men would care to have a cat taking all their rats.
Surely the prisoners don't eat them.
Only when they're lucky enough to catch one.
So those are the conditions.
God knows what you did to be sent here. But for your own sake, I hope you deserved it.
Ooh, James. It's rather intense.
Mama, hold your diploma up a bit higher.
It's taken right up their nose.
You're coming with us, aren't you, Daddy?
Oh, I wish I could, my angel, but I have some work I need to finish. I thought the reservation was at 6.
No, sorry, it's 7.
Is he having a date come over to the house the day of her graduation?
May I help you?
Run away. He had to do it that night. That night? And she came into the house and didn't have the decency to wait outside, around the corner, behind the bushes. What?
Halt! Bring me that man!
Just 'cause he's walking down the street.
I summoned you because a situation has arisen in which I require your assistance. Unfortunately, the man in question has been heard to babble a mixture of Gallic and French.
And you would like my assistance to translate what this man might have to say. I fear I must decline, sir.
Can he do that?
Might I inquire as to why, Mr. Fraser?
I'm a prisoner, not an interpreter.
If you do what I ask, I will have your irons struck off. I understand you've been wearing them for 3 years.
Oh, so he has been there a while.
I have, however, 2 conditions. And you relay to no one, save me, any information you glean.
Him and Murtaugh. You know he's going to tell Murtaugh.
Martha Fitzgibbons has been struggling to survive here ever since Claude.
It's 9 years. 9 years he's been there. How was your date, Frank?
And having your blonde harlot show up at our doorstep was quite...
Do not call her that. Sandy has a PhD fellowship in historical linguistics. She's no fucking harlot.
Does she? You knew how important today was to me. You did this deliberately. You wanted to hurt me.
Maybe I did.
Let's stop with the pretense, Frank. File for divorce. You'd have your freedom.
When Jerry divorced Millie a year ago,
Jerry and Millie divorced. Ooh.
I will not let that happen to Brianna.
I would
and me.
never keep Bree from you. Compromise.
Forgive me, Claire, if I don't risk everything on your promises. You have not been very good at keeping them.
Claire, you could file for divorce. You have just cause. Just cause.
She heard them. Sound low,
She hid them.
The Mackenzie
is dead. The gold, man.
Mackenzie is dead.
That was given by the Bantry, the White Witch.
Keep it inside, James. Keep it inside.
A Mackenzie. Aye.
Is he speaking of Claire?
Silks, white witches. That's it?
Yeah.
I suspect there is more to this story. I can force you to talk.
There's nothing you can do that hasn't already been done to me.
Murtaugh. He can torture Murtaugh.
But I think of her every now and then, and the wee bairn that she was carrying.
Oh, Murtaugh knew that too. Oh.
And I ask your leave to hunt for ourselves, since the Crown cannot supply the men with adequate food. Give us leave to set snares upon the moor when we're cutting peats. We could also gather watercresses, sir.
What for?
To eat.
Why?
It's called a salad.
Eating green plants will stop you getting scurvy.
Quite tasty in a wine sauce, wouldn't you agree?
Fine, the Bourgogne. The sauce.
Unknowledgeable in such things.
I'm not sure.
Because you have done nothing but grow up and join the army. And have not been exposed to the world as such James has.
Roast pheasant in a wine sauce.
Red wine.
Crust of rolls topped with butter.
Don't do this to them.
down like two. I want to savor every morsel.
Don't do this to them.
We're just checking the snares. Aye, the governor said that we could. Stay on them. On it, sir.
What is happening?
Easy, boys. You're just jealous because I've got one and you haven't.
And nobody's gonna notice Jamie missing.
Escaped.
He's gonna kill Murtaugh. He's gonna kill Murtaugh.
That's how it's done. William Grey, second son of Viscount Melton. How long did it take your comrades to find you after we tied you to the tree?
You remembered.
They were the actions of a foolish boy, and I regret them to this very day. The mere memory of them burns shame into my gut.
He sounds the same.
And my family debt to you has been discharged.
But not your promise.
Promise.
He doesn't remember?
Here I am.
Jamie, what are you doing? What is his plan? What is his plan? What is his plan?
I am not a murderer of unarmed prisoners.
What is happening? Why did he come back? Is it to be with Murtaugh?
So the man's words referred to your wife?
Thought they might be. And if so, I had to go to see for myself. There was nothing there to do with her. She's truly gone. King Louis never sent gold to the Stuarts. All I found was an empty box safe for one jewel. I saved it, thinking it might be useful if ever I were to be freed.
The governor ordered me to accompany the doctor here to treat your kinsman.
I don't feel good about this.
After 3 months of tending by our physician, he's in fine fettle.
Time. I've got questions. I have questions.
I lost a particular friend at Culloden. He was the reason I joined the army. He inspired me. I didn't even have a chance to say a proper goodbye. Some people you grieve over forever.
I meant to thank you sometime, Major.
Thank me.
For what you did. For my wife.
Release the lady and I will tell you whatever you wish.
You thought to save her life and our virtue at the risk of your own. Well, I've thought of that now and again since I lost her.
I am sorry for your loss.
Take your hand off me.
Please.
Or I will kill you.
Complicated. Oh, complicated. What's up, Prof?
I'd like to take Brianna to England.
Oh. How long would you go for?
Well, I've been offered a position at Cambridge.
Ever?
What about the hospital? My patients?
Claire, I don't think you're included in that invitation.
I want a divorce, Claire.
We talked about this years ago, and you said...
No, I know what I said.
Brianna's old enough now.
But Brianna's 18 now.
He's got nothing to lose.
But I think she'll come. Between med school and the hospital, you've barely been here.
Dude.
What about Candy?
Sandy,
Oh, he's still with her.
we'll get married as soon as I'm free. I'm finished with this, Claire.
You can't take Brianna from her. It's all she has left of Jamie. Are you
All this
nuts?
time?
Yes.
You've just been waiting for the clock to run out.
You couldn't look at Brianna without seeing him. Without that constant reminder. Might you have forgotten him?
No. Mm-mm.
With time.
That amount of time doesn't exist.
Is he not making it back?
Sail at nightfall.
Where are they going?
Prisoners are being removed.
To where?
The colonies.
Oh.
Where am I being taken?
No!
It's been 3 days. You're going to have to talk to me eventually.
The way the time is passing this episode.
Term of indenture is not slavery. The other prisoners will regain their freedom after a term of 14 years.
Some of them aren't going to live that long.
Why do you keep me here, Grey?
Your sentence cannot be commuted without royal approval. His Majesty has not seen fit to give that approval. This is the next best I can manage. It's called Hellwater.
What's a
It
name?
will serve Lord Dunsany. You gave me my life all those years ago. Now I give you yours.
Again.
Now, Mr. Fraser, let's be on our way.
Where he shall therefore go by the name of Ike Applebaum.
This is in recovery. She's stable.
Oh, God. Is Frank going to end up on her table? Did he end up on Joe's table?
It's Frank. There's been a car accident.
Oh, he's dead already. Oh.
I did love you.
Well, that was a lot. A lot to process, so much to process, and I know I had questions because I said so, and I'm trying to remember what they were. Okay. So John gets sent to be the governor of this prison, to which Jamie said, whatever you did must have been bad. So what did John do? to become governor of this prison. What did he do? And now what's going to happen to him? His prisoners are gone. Prison's closed. Where does he go next? Who's this lord? Is it Lord Dunsany? Is that where Jamie ends up? And I'm hoping that's not the last we see of Murtagh. If I remember, Jamie and Claire end up in the colonies, and I think during the Revolutionary War. Do they run across Murtagh? That would be lovely. I would like to see that. And so what an example of two people together in duty who were miserable. They maybe had moments of fun and such, but for the most part, not happy. So when you're doing things for duty, you must balance with happiness. If it's not gonna make you happy, duty doesn't mean, duty is duty. In other words, what a miserable life Frank had. Oh, and so on one hand, and I know in the comments, in the last ones, there was a flurry about Frank. Some of you, again, hated him. Some of you understood him. I understand Frank as far as he really stuck hard to that line of duty. He asked the impossible, not only of Claire, he asked the impossible of himself. There was no way that was going to be sustainable. It seemed as if they really, at least on his part, really didn't have a lot of, they tried to have grace with each other, but he didn't have grace because he pulled some punk-ass moves. So again, I understood he was going with duty, but everyone's in love with Jamie. Who wouldn't be in love with Jamie? Come on, please, please. So I think we're pretty much caught up to Claire's time, the new time, just before she went back to Scotland with Claire. Well, not Claire, Brianna. So is the next episode, is that when she goes back to the Stones? I still think it'll be hysterical if she went back and skipped over where she had landed and just hung out in a hut for however many years until she could emerge again. That would be brilliant. But I'm excited to see what happens next, and I hope that you are there with me because it is a lot of fun when we all do this together. So please, hope you have taken care of yourself. Have you eaten today? Piece of toast with peanut butter, it's always lovely. Toast with eggs, also good as well. Get some protein, stretch your body, come back and see me. So until next time, y'all.